Hello，大家好啊！我睇下YouTube 係究竟幾時先至可以開始到？嗱，都話咗冇事啦，明明係同一個 setting，琴日根本就係、佢玩鳩我啫嘛，屌！啊，其實我今日放假嘅，但係放假得嚟呢，嗰、個時間管理啊嚇係越嚟越，因為問題越嚟越大嘅。搞到啊12點幾先至開得到個直播，因為撳下其他嘢呢，時間好快過啊，真係。好啦，依家有，好，我哋繼續，我哋好多嘢要做嘅先。我哋出返公路啦。Hello，呢隻 game 係咪唔係好得啊？直播嚟講，係咪有啲悶啊？我哋諗下換個第二隻 game 先。玩埋今日，都玩埋今日，自己玩啫，最多都係。開車頭燈喺邊度開嘅呢？ Steering wheel, microwave. How do I turn on the headlight? Turn the preheater on. Wait. Take his key and says, "Alright, wait, ready." I turn and press start. Is the next to the preheater. The spot lights up with orange glow. Rounds per minute gauges jump, and the engine of QPS kinemas comes to life with a viney glow. Press a button labeled headlight. 哦，先，跟住佢拎翻張嘢出嚟，就喺個頭燈嗰度望一望，我見到一個 hologram 出現咗。A street grid and the wind of a great river, a familiar sensation wash over you. There she is, Referential's Wets. There is a note of pride in Lieutenant's voice. Major arteries of refuges are all recognizable. The shimmer in the kinema's headlight. His finger near the top of the map, and a segment of coast just jutting out into the great ocean. Oh yes, Coral City. Those are perforations. They represent your record as an officer of the RCM. They are your statistics, as it were. I should have guessed you keep a record. Officers often do. Let's take a look. Alpha male officers who are proud of their numbers. Often do, it means. You're saying I used to be a super cop? Call it what you want. You are a valuable member of your precinct. Now let's look at the last one. Right, those are your confirmed kills. You've got precisely 3 perforation here. There's not too many. Which is in the Gem Rock Quarter is rather tame. I mean that in a good way. Would it feel like to kill a man, Mr. McCoy? A young woman asking the man across the desk from her. Honestly, babe, says John McCoy, crossing his ankle over said Dex. I don't feel anything anymore. It's just like brushing my teeth. I do it once or twice a week, and don't really think about it. There is no trace of guilt in his voice. There are certain officers who treat their skill like some kind of ghoulish game. If they do happen to solve a case, it's usually by accident. It's obvious the lieutenant doesn't think very highly of these officers. But it seems as though you are, or at least were, one of the good ones. So we have to be thankful for. Have you killed anyone? Yes, he says, declining to elaborate. It's not a problem for him to state it, though. Personally, I find it helps to keep up a few hobbies. Like what? Oh, this and that. Let's not get into that now. Maybe I should find a hobby. Why not gardening? You have already got the glove. Yellow gardening glove. It's meant in earnest. Please don't mistake it for a jab. 唔係，即係其實我執個手套係諗住執條絲嗰陣時方便啲啫，無啦啦玩咩園藝啫？ Okay, let's go. People killed 3. Case solved 216. Year in service 18 years. 尋日請假？點解要請假啊？會咪先？你嗰個尋日係8號定7號啊？唉，而家好亂啊！啱啱12點。尋日有開啊！琴日 YouTube 佢死都唔肯出嗰個畫面出嚟啊嘛，咁咪淨係得 Facebook 同埋 Twitch 咯。8月8號，8號我係放假，我唔係請假。 尋日嘅 stream 應該係8號嘛，係咯。妖啊 YouTube 佢死都唔肯出個畫面出嚟。我應該係 suppose 係熄咗個 OBS 再開過呢，佢就應該有畫面嘅。但係我嗰陣時 Facebook 已經出緊啊嘛，冇理由無啦啦熄㗎。我仲要問個細路。呢個 game 真係好黐線嘅，其實唔知點解佢咁樣嘅 3D 嘅風格，唔係黐線咁樣嘅 2D 嘅風格呢，係個 CPU 係用到20幾%嘅，真係戇鳩。咩啊？你插 HDMI 就已經唔係144 Hz 啦，第一句你已經彈翻轉頭啦。
Fuck this cone, okay?
He doesn't care. The fuck about it? 睇先。The dead man's clothes were in the trash container. How did they get there? 近排冇開，唔得閒開 Netflix 啊！咦，多嘢未做啊！唉，即係點解我嘅好多嘢未做嘅意思係，我好想寫文，但係我寫文呢就拖延症發作，拖延症發作呢就會唔知點解周圍揾啲嘢睇，係啊，跟住就係唔知點解周圍揾啲嘢睇呢，就變咗就又寫唔撚到文，又好唔撚得閒，跟住就唔知自己做啲乜嘢，跟住就冇啦。Netflix 上次睇係已經係睇緊 Blacklist 第7季，佢早2個月上啊嘛，係咪先算？唔係早1個月上啊，我應該冇睇到2個月咁耐嘅，應該係早1個月上啊嘛。上翻第7季，佢係拍下，突然間佢主要係今年乜撚嘢啊？今年唔知2、3月嗰陣時啊，佢2、3月嗰陣時拍完噶嘛，第7季係。拍下，突然間爆個武漢肺炎出嚟呢，跟住佢最後一集係拍咗差唔多可能1/3度，跟住其他嗰啲用動畫補上去，黐線嘅。你仲分乜撚嘢線啊？你而家上網 search 下，你有冇？唔係第7咩？第6季咩？第6定第7啊？屌唔撚記得咗添。Blacklist 好似係咪第6季啊？其實係。我其實好多嘢想睇嘅。第7季喎，第7季冇記錯，第7季。佢應該 blacklist 啊，黑名單啊。佢應該係提早咗上 Netflix 嘅，係啊。正常佢第7季咁遲先完呢，佢冇咁快上 Netflix 嘅。你上網查下有冇 DisplayPort 嘅分線器好過啦，黐線你而家你係 DisplayPort 先上到144 Hz 啫嘛，除非你個 mon 係 HDMI 2.0，但我唔係好覺咯，好少 mon 係無啦啦會整 HDMI 2.0嘅嚇。 HDMI 就算有 HDMI 2.0，都仲要你嗰個 HDMI 分線器係有2.0，出入都有2.0，你先至個 mon 先有44 Hz。唔好玩啦，屌插翻 DisplayPort 啦，同埋你都兩個 mon 啦，你唔好咁撚貪心啦，屌你一個 mon 淨係攞嚟打電腦，另一個 mon 就駁其他嘢啦。你咁樣又分線，又諸如此類又鳩駁咁樣，你玩到自己啫喎，唔係你做唔做都做到，但你玩死自己啫喎，咁煩為咗咩呢？Listen. Kuno doesn't care about this small time shit. Just listen. Kuno saw what you did there. Dumpster diving. Sad shit. Kuno could hook you up with some sweet rags. Shit like Kuno's wearing. Your size, good price. 500 views.屌咁好簡單啫嘛！我教你唔使自己搞嘅呢啲嘢，你去 Corsair 嗰度問佢訂部，問佢訂嗰個唔係套，嗰個唔係件，嗰個唔係章，嗰個係總之係訂一 set 嘢啦，係啦，唔撚係好貴啫嘛！屌你老味，先70萬係嘛？佢有部最勁嘅電腦，3個4K 嘅144 Hz mon，係咪先？之後坐上去之後仲可以擺埋嘢飲，然之後張凳咁樣咁樣揈上去，係嘛？無重感受，3個 mon 環迴咁撚樣，屌你老味，中意膽爛都得，70萬啫嘛，港紙係啦，幾撚平啊？使乜撚自己搏嘅啫？咪咯，不過砌咁多嘢先70萬，係嘛？你俾我啊，真係哇抵到爛啦！我覺得，不過唔知 Corsair 送唔送嚟香港咁解啫。It's a fallen modular liquid fit performance couch urban survival shit made in Minrover by scientists, pent scientists. 喂，佢條褲唔係講笑，佢條褲係真係堅嘢嚟嘅喎。They will also make you into an idiot. There is more to his distrust than being a pig. He feels threatened by something obscure in you. What that is, however, remains a puzzle for now. 自己研究咁就要 Google 一番啊，同埋我都唔肯定所有嘅 equipment 香港有得賣。先，佢仲有個杯喺入邊。 The fuck a monk in the church? It is about his fucking clothes again. 嚟先。我唔知條僆仔係咪 racist 嘅添，屌！但係個杯係 racist 啦，睇下先啊。Seeing you pics after the mug fucker, cause he's the close fucker. Clean some of it up. Shit, that's tense. He thinks for a moment. Someone's going to beat down basement, huh? Mug guy gonna get tied to the radiator. Kuno doesn't know who put that shit in there. As if he did, he wouldn't squeal. But if you find out, maybe you can. Tell the Kuno who it was. He is curious. He is like putting 2 and 2 together here. The ladder, ever climb it? So you say the ladder is unclimbable. Fucks does Kuno know? Kuno's not a fucking acrobat. The lieutenant take a quick note in his notebook. It's a trap, Kuno. Don't climb it, Kuno. Where's the greenhouse over there? Don't know. Clip is a pejorative term used to describe people of South Semisis or Pagati. 好難讀嗰啲地名。Descent. It used to be a common first name among the not so much anymore. Yeah, her. I should ask her about that. Some shit roofing gimps left behind. Lazy thing. Are you hiding something? But it's not hidden, is it, sire? You picked up on it. You should examine the pile of roofing material again. Empathy 呢個 empathy 嘅 test 係 legendary 嘅黐線。咁而家又上唔撚到去，呢條梯係爬唔到嘅。跟住 suppose 呢度有個 greenhouse 我問 Kuno 之前，佢已經知 greenhouse 係邊個打理緊啦，但係根本就冇可能打理 greenhouse， 總落緊雪，條水喉根本都出唔到水。跟住仲有乜嘢？睇下先。唉，點解唔可以就咁調個鏡頭呢？個人跟住行嘅咧，奇怪。我係應該兜返去。屌 ！perception 撚夠高喎。屌你 save 先。 perception 撚夠高。佢係定咗啊，定係我係試多幾次佢係會得嘅呢？perception 撚夠高，我諗大劑喎，做偵探 perception 撚夠高。誒，Let's investigate。睇下先，咦？佢唔係兜翻出去後邊嘅喎，佢係真係得間房嘅啫喎。先嚟 empty tube of magnesium supplies 空咗，但係 who says to get out of the way or get fucked up? A silver plate with trace of bone yellow powder. Be still, my beating heart. Is amphetamine, sweet amphetamine, 安非他命。哇！呢個偵探佢究竟嗨幾多嘢先至可以一索就知就知係安非他命呢？The lieutenant isn't studying powder in a mirror, he's studying you. There is a good vague way to tell where he stands on drug use, professionally I mean. I've heard amphetamines makes you a really good detective. Are you a really good detective? I wasn't thinking about taking it. I swear, I was thinking about justice. Someone has taken narcotics here. Perhaps the police should interfere. Perhaps not. He looks at you. This is below our pay grade, detective. However, he points to the ladder in the corner. See that ladder there? It's probably another way into the industrial harbor. No, a secret path the local kid use. Cure pig heads. It looks mummified. 呢個係王座嚟喎，唔單止係秘密基地咁簡單喎，直頭係一個王座嚟喎。下邊就係一個豬頭，係一個醃咗嘅豬頭，仲要係拎晒啲內臟出嚟嘅豬頭。呢度係可以上去。要兜過嗰邊嘅。3冇上住，下邊未睇。VTs how idiomatic. The doorway is going to collapse soon. Restoration pillars keep the ruins together. Postcard. Grand Pullian 37. 下咁多，好似咁多錢，但係只係得1個幾毫，佢真係得1個幾毫喎。又過唔到去對面，呢邊呢？3呢？係警察外套嚟嘅喎。黐線，8% 咯，根本冇可能啊 ！Saviour's Fair。The wind is aggressive out here. The lieutenant looks at the enormous crane towering in the distance over the container yard. The look in his eyes is a mix of engineer-like interest and the wonder of a 6-year-old seeing a horse for the first time. Motherfucker. Now that's a huge crane. Yes, that's one way of putting it. He turns to you with a faint smile, then looks back at the crane. It's certainly an impressive achievement of engineering. An impressive achievement of engineering. But I digress. We were focusing on your cloak here. He looks at the sad piece of fabric flapping in the wind. What exactly are we doing up here? What are we doing? We are awfully close to breaking into the industrial harbor. They are bound to have information for us. I thought that was our intention. He looks around, wind rustling in his hair. Or it could be that was just exploring. He thinks you have forgotten where you are again. Do you really think this cloak is mine? Should I go for it? Jump? The cloak? I do think it's yours, yes. As to whether you should go for it. He looks over the edge at the cove pavement below. Well, it does seems too dangerous. 2 meters top. Well, it doesn't seem too dangerous. 2 meters tops. Whenever you're ready to do it, I'll be right behind you. Conceptualization. The cloak looks like a bag of goodies floating in the wind. Who knows what its pockets may hide? 係咧，好可能係個警章同埋支槍就喺個件褸上邊嘅喎，真係撲佢個街啊！你佢唔但係呢度咁樣落去都2米，搞錯啊！呢度咁樣落去都2米，又跳唔撚到喎，超低機會。Yeah, right, not now. Not now. 係啊，你又過唔到呢度門，你又去唔到嗰邊，係啊，你只能夠戇鳩鳩咁望撚住嗰件衫。點解會有人免費我玩科街？我都冇科街。唔係，而家 Steam 咧其實有個好方便嘅功能嘅，因為大家咧如果係有買到啲你 local 可以 co-op 嘅遊戲咧，其實你嘅朋友係可以用你部電腦嘅畫面咧，同你一齊玩呢個 co-op 嘅遊戲嘅，咁所以你嘅朋友咧就唔使買嗰隻 game 嘅，係啊。Oh shit！ 嗰呢邊仲有得上嚟喎。咁呢度跳上去得唔得呢？都唔得，都唔得。好難玩啊！睇先，有 chain cutter 可以剪鎖 ，pry bar open lock the container in the world。睇先啦 ，equip this to discover secret ops in shady area。膠袋，我行到去有睇先。又未入夜啊！電筒應該唔係咁有用，但係就快，我哋就快黃昏㗎啦，我哋差唔多玩一隻 game 真係一日嘅時間，已經5點幾啦。點先可以落到下邊？Lonesome Way Home Temporary Research Bonus +1 Encyclopedia Fractal Memory Returns。 嚇！屌啊！原來我要擺啲嘢入嚟 research 㗎，你唔講？我屌！我屌！原來我要擺啲嘢入嚟 research 㗎。Save 呢個完全冇點到啊！冇點到嘅，即係之前冇一開頭嗰陣時冇揀到嘅嗰啲嘅能力，個技能嘅上限就會有限制，即係我呢個其中呢個運動嘅技能啊，就淨係得唔係啊？琴日 YouTube 出唔到畫面啊，淨係得 Facebook 同 Twitch 有啫，就得 Facebook 同 Twitch 有啫。先啊，呢個直頭係減1添 ，bonus from item。啲 item 全部都唔適合做運動嘅，真係減1添。Endurance Pain Threshold Electro. Go to party planet, love and be loved by drugs. Suggestion 太高都會賴嘢嘅。Suggestion 太高會令到人哋覺得，會令到人哋覺得你好蠱惑。你自己做咗都唔覺，所以係睇下先啊。Inland Empire 係 unfiltered wellspring of imagination, emotion and foreboding. To grope your way through invisible dimension of reality. 不過嗰就唔好啊！我呢啲唔好住啊！我為咗我可以已經唔可以再 level up 啦。為咗我可以做少少呢啲做唔到嘅嘢，我撳咗下邊嗰啲先。即係同人講你做偵探，但係冇 perception 咁樣做咩偵探嚟？快啊！跟住問下條友點解冬天嘅時候走去做園藝？就呢個啦。
Hello again, officer. How are things?
Tell me, what exactly have you been doing in your greenhouse in March? Well, this might be the last load we get. At least I hope so. Just先呢啲問題淨係可以問一次嘅啫，咁就佢有紅 check 同白 check 嘅。如果紅 check 咧就係問過之後咧，你唔可以再問。如果白色嗰啲咩跳啊、咩開鎖啊、咩睇唔睇到嘢啊啲咧，就可以做完再做嘅。但係做完再做，你下一次做都係要你升咗嗰個技，你先至可以再試多一次。升完個技都唔一定得嘅。Visual calculus. Stop looking at her, look around. What do you see? An entrance to the yard? That's right. And the canal, the bookstore, the harbour gate. This is a great vantage point for keeping an eye on you. Noted, but I will keep it to myself. Glad to have been of service. Now you know. The locals are keeping tabs on you. Reading directions. Where am I? District of Martinis. She looks around, thinking what else to say. This intersection is called Roundabout North. He knows where we are, he just wants directions. What's up in the north? There is the pier, the campsite apartment building, some more tenements, not a lot really. To the east, Harbour Gate, Some kind of commotion, I guess. I don't follow the local politics. A flat store too. The south shops and the bridge, the canal bridge, lead to the coast, but it's broken, I think. Some kind of accident, probably. The other side, just coast. There's a little fishing village there, and a fish market, but that get closed down ages ago. To the west, she looks at the water, squinting. It's just water. No, I think they call it the Martinez Inlet. Martinez Inlet. 差唔多啦。There are some islands in the bay, but they are hard to reach. Thank you for now. 其實佢根本就係嚟夾住我啊。Those false track pants looks enticing, but you and Kuno were not close yet. You need to figure out what's going on with him, and then you can get your hands on some performance gear. We'll put clothes in the trash. 入去問下先。係咯，係得入邊條友有鎖匙啫。呢個係等陣先啊！咦？你頭你睇一次㗎咋？頂！ Soft purr of an electric user come from the kitchen. Someone is working.
Can I help you?
Here's your trash container key. Thanks, I hope you found that you were looking for. I found the victim's clothes. How strange, I certainly didn't put them there. Who else has the keys to the trash container? The trash collection service? CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash though. 係咯，佢哋清咗啲垃圾咁啊，佢咪擺嘢落去嘛。啊 ，the elusive CS Municipal. I thought we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be done one of those. This will have to be one of those little flat that sorts itself down the road. Thanks you anyway. Selfie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my stuff. None of us would tamper with a crime scene. I think figure state more your forte, officer. Figure state. 呢個係跟住主線一路去先至會揾到啦，真係佢都咁樣講得啦。呢個係 not here today 個直頭 ，most likely they will eventually show up. Keep an eye out for them. 哦，即有排啦，睇先啊！你要揾到20蚊房租，如果唔係你間房就會俾人鎖咗。As long as you don't have a free place to stay, you have to do this every night. Find a way into the secret passage. 我叫唔叫得開到門啊嗱？ 係碌得 container 啫喎，唔可以碌得多啊！哇，頂個肺！Interrogate the driver about smuggling。已經5點啦，我只係得15蚊。我9點鐘之前我要俾到錢佢，如果唔係我就翻唔到間房度。司機唔係好多個啫。呢個就賣衫，喺度賣緊衫。一啲 point of interest 都冇。仲有邊個係司機呢？
Everything's still cool here, officer.
係咯，嗱，佢哋如果係前面開唔到門，塞咗車，咁佢成車貨喺度，佢唔會走開噶嘛，正常。咁即係佢哋一定喺架車側邊噶啦。我已經問咗呢個司機，佢又話佢自己話佢唔關佢事啊。咁跟住仲有邊個啊？唔得，等陣先。有啲肚痛，去廁所先，去廁所先。 喂，翻嚟啦！呢個係咪司機咧？咁
Welcome to Revachol.
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago.
For 3,000 years of racist isolationist culture, while your ancestor came to this island a mere 300 years ago.
Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you.
What happening? You sound angry, Kim.
It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
Oh, he means it. Fixation on the Racheforian nation makes it harder for the Rachefort to actually attain self-determination.
Oh, come on, man. I just said welcome to Revachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself and behave. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCN. It's actually my job to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember that.
The air between them becomes tense. Esprit de corps. Your partner needs backup. Now is your moment to shine. Fucking A, Kim, I got you.
You two make a cute couple. You know that?
Now that is settled, we have a couple of questions.
Whatever you say, officers.
Hmm. 問啲普通啲嘢先。你帶緊咩貨 ？Not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo. But the dock workers are on strike, so it is a sit and wait on your ass situation. What kind of cargo are you supposed to pick up? Apples. Apple is exactly the kind of things you said if you had something to hide. Apples? Yeah, apples. I take it you had other questions? What was that argument all about? It's about biological determinism, natural law, the sorting of the races. Not the most popular topic nowadays. With the coalition in charge and all, you may want to change the topic. That is, bury your head under the sand like a common sheep. People who have studied these things says that you and me are superior by design. He glances at the lieutenant. So naturally, we Occidentals should be in charge. Obviously, you can see the merits in that. 總之就係 racist 啦。Yes, I can really tell you a prime example of superior design. Open your eyes. Haven't you noticed something different lately? An unfortunate downturn, maybe. When members of the superior races cease to believe in their innate superiority, They stop competing for resources. Okay, and this concerns you, policeman, so you better be vigilant. The damn Kips are showing up good lately. Same with the mosquito, and the other intruder species too. He threw a sharp glance at Lieutenant Kisuraki. They are on the precipice of cultural victory. Cultural victory? What is it then? Wait, what is a cultural victory? It's when the Kips of Boogie Streets are going for, right under our noses, and the others too on the radio. Heard any Shenzhen's daily? Heard any potatoes or the idea? No, dominating culture is how they plan to win. They say so themselves. It's true. Also, they realize the danger of mixing races. We know what might happen if people don't stay in their birthplace. You might end up with a new subrace, with unknown characteristics leading to an extra competition. That's why you got to control the offspring. 係啊，佢就係一個好大型嘅解謎遊戲啦。我有啲覺得我而家覺得我係玩緊 Detroit Become Human 咯。只不過係個自由度大少少啦。Okay, sure, whatever. I really rather talk about something else. What happened? Did your balls shrivel up? You had plenty of chances to get off this road, but no, you let this guy keep talking. Then when the time came to make your choices, you tried to split the difference. Weak. God damn. Thanks for that, but no, it's not mine. He doesn't live in Martinez. 正常啊，貨車司機唔係住喺本地，冇問題啊。What's your stance on drugs? Drugs? They're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body. He takes a long drag on his cigarette. 跟住你食煙啊！Listen, I agree. It's our responsibility to keep the poison off the streets of Festival, right? I don't know shit, and if I did, I wouldn't tell you. 我屌你啊！蠢，佢樣蠢得嚟又幾撚醒喎。你佢講係咯，我都同意啊，係咪？咁係我哋嘅責任，令到啲毒藥唔好流出市面呢。因為想問鳩佢究竟係邊個喺度偷運啲毒品，然之後佢即刻就已經褪軚喎。我乜都唔知㗎，屌！就算我知都唔同你講。你又轉得幾撚快喎？Then what are you still hanging around here for? Most other communiers has left. Stuff have been getting looted lately. It's those little kids sneaking around at night. If they touch my stuff, the boss 查案可唔可以查到幾十個鐘？你真係查案點知查幾十個鐘啊？ If they touch my stuff, the boss will be on my ass like an ass cancer. Yeah, I know that guy. He is an honest driver who loves his country. We were having a good debate about genetics at the Whirling in Rex when some kid boy smashed his lock and took damn near everything. Lost his fucking job over it. Since he left, I haven't had anyone to talk to. Bad for him, I guess. It's a fucking travesty, is what it is. 咁如果唔係你，咁邊個喺 Terminal B 嗰度運毒呢？嚇？好明顯就係嗰個係外國人，係啊。His little side business is scam. Of course he's a lorry driver. What? He tells you he's just some simple businessman or some shit. He's selling his employer's stuff after he broke the seal on the Hamnick's lorry. His tribe unnatural liars is in their blood. He nods in a sagely manner. Then another puff of that cigarette. He's your man, alright, 100%. I wouldn't be so sure about it, not until we have heard what Siling himself have to say. Guess we'll need to pay Siling a visit then.你嗰啲查反而容易啊，大佬！你諗下，你喺一個幾百萬人口嘅城市，你有啲咩舉動係唔會有其他人發覺啊？係好難嘅。你喺呢啲咁嘅地方查先難啊！人都唔多幾多個，係咪？相對上嚟講個範圍就好大喎，但係人都冇幾個喎。你喺邊度先至可以揾到證據推理到你嗰個合理嘅疑點出嚟啊？你喺呢啲地方查先難查啊
！Bastards! We have a right to work! Pull up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here. You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down? We're here to fight for a cause. Stripes usually have problems with people who have causes.
Stripe usually have problem. Okay, then I'm thinking no.
Good. Fighting for a cause here. Right to work! Right to work! Besides, we're not that different. It helps the people see us talking. Cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence.
What kind of a cause are we talking about?
Rights of people, rights of workers, to have gainful employment, to make a salary, and feed their families.
His manner of speaking is wooden. The tone of voice bland and uninspired, almost as if compiling replies from a set of learned phrases. Regardless, I have some questions for you.
Maybe you should ask them the question. Like why we're not allowed to make a living here. Shame on you! We have families to feed, you piece of shit!
So do we, Scab.
Have fun. Union shit on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gate. You're trying to meet the fat boss? I know nothing about a murder. He mentioned The mention of a killing sent a barely noticeable shiver of tenderness through him. Interesting. Absolutely nothing. Wouldn't put it past these harbored bugs. They will do anything to stay alive. He again shakes his large fist, then turned back to you. It's shameful, cops doing nothing. You should bring backups. Open the gate for us. Blockading gainful employment for workers is a crime. This really isn't my area of expertise. We are not picking a side in this just yet, sir. Pity. He turns around below and bellows at the gate. Let us work. Honest men and women, with right to work, to be useful, not toys for corporate interests. The man runs a hand through his steady graying military haircut. We came here to help the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If union thugs don't want work, they ought to let in those who do want work. Given a job to do, what exactly is your goal here? We were promised the work. He points to the gate. You'll be in there working if the bastard hadn't shut the gate. And you're unable to breach the entrance? Doors locked, the guards blocking the way to the access panel. And I don't mean the scroungy mesquite punk either. He points at the dock worker idling on the staircase. I mean head monsieur, or whatever he is. Head monsieur. Huge similar guy standing up there on the overhead passage, won't let everyone by. The access panel is right behind him. Hello. It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home, at least for now, if you can't get in anyway. No, they will give up eventually or get drunk, leave the button unguarded, then recharge. The man rubbed his jaw, a perfect, likely beard, square wedge. I'm going to leave now.呢度你入唔到去。俾個上面嗰個頂住咗，起碼佢都仲同你講邊啲 NPC 係有嘢講，邊啲係冇嘢講。有 sticker and insignia adorned his face with a substantial collection of penicular Philadelphia proclamation about honor, strength, and purity are glued to various panels. Back seat. Large muscular man. The title read Men from Hamidale in the lost city of the Pageants. 好似喺書店嗰度又見過呢本書喎。Racist Legionnaires. This is our guy. You think this lorry belongs to our tough guy? Likely, yes. This guy's proud of who he is. Dabs in all over his machine. Yo, 6毫子啊！ 呢個阿婆佢話佢冇嘢講，跟住就冇講到嘢。呢架我哋嘅 partner 覺得呢架車就係佢哋想要揾嘅嗰個人，咁跟住但係咁嗰個咁你淨係睇到架車啫，睇唔到人啊，大佬。咁邊個人啊？
Right to work! Right to...
呢個就係賣嘢嘅。啊，唔係喎，屌！哎呀，仆街！哎呀，家陣先醒起添，又要兜翻轉頭。喂，呢個膠袋。呢個膠袋就並唔係扮鳩阿奇肉，而係我哋係可以做呢個回收膠樽嘅環保超人嘅。我諗見到個回收膠，唔係之前回收玻璃樽機，我先醒起，我哋係可以做呢個回收玻璃樽嘅環保超人。係啦，係呢個啦。一個樽有呢個1毫子嘅，咁我哋就有3毫子啦。先，嗰條友 suggest
make way for the master poet。
嗰條友覺得我哋南邊賣緊褲呢條友係最大嫌疑嘅。咁我哋急問多次呢條友先。
Everything's still cool here, officer.
Drugs? For a moment he's unsure how to respond. I don't go in for that. Officer, drugs ruin lives. Unless you are into drugs, of course. In which case, drugs are excellent. He kisses his finger, tasty, tasty drugs. I'm super into drugs. That's very cool. A lot of the coolest detectives do drugs. Sadly, I don't have any drugs on sale, or at my home, or on my person, he smiled. That is even cooler. You're investigating that at all, but he points to the goods. I'm not a lorry driver. I'm just a street vendor. I don't know anything about that. A blatant lie. A blatant lie, sire. 好彩我有點 drama 嘅啫 ，drama 嘅技能就係令你可以講大話，同埋知道人哋講大話。已經唔叻啦，已經 drama 已經唔叻，全部用腦嘅技能都好高呢。conceptualization 係我用我個 test 係要用 conceptualization。我都唔知點解 conceptualization 如果係照咁樣升嘅話，我 conceptualization 最多可以升到10 level。 我都唔知一開波就已經係過半咗嘅技能，都可以過唔到個 skill check 嘅，黐線。Yet he tells it with such conviction. We believe him if we didn't know any better. But you are a lorry man, and the driver has identified you and your lorry. Who said that? It's the fat racist, right? I bet it's him. He is an agenda against me because I'm an immigrant who work harder than he does. He's a hater. So admit you're a lorry driver? No, I just said I work harder and he's an asshole. Okay, maybe I'm a lorry driver too. A little, but that's not the most important thing about me. That's my day job. This is my dream. He spread his arm. Stop screaming. What do you know about the drug operation at the harbor? 定係我再 So you forgot to tell me? Exactly. It's just a small part of my life. It's in the rear view mirror now. I'm climbing out of that hole. With ingenuity. 啲揸貨車啲人用啲字都幾多姿多彩㗎喎啊！ Nothing, I tell you. I'm not a dumb guy. I don't get involved with that crowd. So what crowd is that? Crowd, you know, the drug crowd. No, he wasn't talking about an abstract word, an abstract crowd. It was that crowd.我哋直接啲咯，好唔好啊？係啊。Okay, look. The render looks around and lower his voices. There is bad people doing bad things here. That's all I know. Please don't get me into this mess. I've spent 15 years working my way up. Here we go. There is a tiny bit of truth on the table. Zoom in on it. If you don't want to get into this mess, you have to give us a reason to move on. It's a she, okay? He whispered. The other drivers call her the lady driver. You are better off staying away from her. The way they talk about her, she's no lady.而家都係要密切留意，而家都係密切留意究竟歐美各國幾時搞撤僑？搞撤僑嘅時候都真係有需要去離開嘅，真係真係有需要去離開。Okay, is the lady driver the old woman back there? Dazed out? Strange? I don't know, maybe if she is, I haven't gone near her. I don't get involved, I told you. It could be. She was strange. He's not ruling her out. Okay, we're cool now. Alright. He snapped back to his usual self. Eyes cold. Let's cap this off by purchase. You can walk away from here with funky sunglasses, detective, both of you. You deserve it. 我點睇林鄭制裁有咩用啫？挑人哋自己話佢自己唔驚啊嘛，係咪先？佢自己都唔驚咯，係咪先？你做咩要幫佢諗呢？仲而膠樽都可以回收嘅喎，你做呢個環保回收達人可以。嗰個阿嬸係
If you want her attention, you may need to be more forceful.
Where am I? Who are you?
A magician recalling a subject from hypnosis. You have joked her back to reality.
Never mind. I remember now. I'm still stuck in the traffic jam. In the 50s.
的確用唔到銀行，係全部美國嘅企業都唔可以同佢有任何嘅交易喎。因為而家變咗係喺美國度有業務嘅企業都唔敢同佢有任何嘅交易喎。因為睇下邊間銀行咁大膽啦，係咪先？唔係㗎，就算伊朗俾人制裁都仲有銀行好大膽㗎，係咪先？嗰陣時伊朗都俾人制裁㗎，咪一樣係有美國嘅公司係同佢有業務，跟住俾人發現啫嘛，係咪？Wait, what's so bad about the 50s? And when else should you be then?
Back in Mefke, during the time of the revolution, the sidewalks and coffees are filled with young people. I was on my way to see a new Boydero picture starring Gabriel Buenguerro. Until you come along, that is. I wasn't dreaming. I was there, low man. It was early spring, and the mine behind the black sun had just come out. The posters were 20 meters tall. Everything was golden. While you people were tearing each other apart over your petty little revolution. In Mefke, it was a golden age.
The Republic of Mecca is a massive confederation on the insula of Mundi, the world's largest state by territory. It is a patriot state, a constitutional monarchy, and as of recently an outcast due to its tilt to the far right.
Someone was. This is Gabriel Buenguerro.
His hair is dark as an oil slick, and his 打錯字啊 And his jaw is the most perfectly chiseled things you have ever seen. 應該其實係咪因為我英文差所以先至睇得到呢？ 即係你英文好咧，你應該就咁 scan 過去咧，你就唔會見到個字調轉咗，因為你前後都係你前後讀其實冇乜所謂噶嘛。啊，要英文差你先見到係呢個字係調轉咗。
He was the biggest star of his day. Girls used to faint in the aisles of the cinema whenever he came on the screen, and schoolboys used to memorize all his lines.
She leans back, savoring the world she has conjured up. In all likelihood, it's a world that's only ever existed in her mind.
They are someone's memories, boy. What difference does it make if it's me or not? They are beautiful. That is all that matters, beautiful and true. And they will win. They are coming for this, you know. All of this.
She seems to derive some bitter pleasures from this strange thought, as if the past will one day wipe the present away, like a tidal ray approaching.
Why not, Harifa? It's not like I have anything better to do in this hellhole.
Mountains of memorabilia, photos, and knickknacks lie in the dashboard. What are you holding? Diamonds, really? Of course not. But wouldn't it be marvelous if I was? Okay, but what are you really holding? Whatever stupid thing they put in the lorry, I imagine. So you don't know what you're holding in your own lorry? I quit concerning myself with that a long time ago. Besides, I don't drive the lorry for the cargo, if you know what I mean. What if the cargo is contraband? Then it is contraband, lawman. What? Do you want to take an old woman in? Be my guest, lock me away like bad hand Hermenegildo. Bad hand strangled 300 people. What can I say? Some people just really like strangling people. You seem away. So he doesn't think she's the lady driver? You seems like a woman who knows a thing or two about drugs. No drugs can compare. Where could I get my hands on an experience like that? If you don't know, pff. Maybe if she thought you were corrupt? For the glory of the World Republic, liberation of the spirit and body. Okay, let me put this another way. Are you smuggling drugs through Terminal B? Just this month I made half a dozen trips from Ceramicia to Grad on the U41A. What do you think they take? I don't know, that's why I'm asking you. Where do you want me to go? This isn't so bad. I can listen to music or the seagull, look at all the colors and the feature of this world. It's a good palate cleanser, this tremble. Or I can just relax and let my mind carry me back where it will, to the Great Plains. I'm not that leader, said Phil. I've gone too far from it all to remember what was between my legs. It doesn't work like that on the long haul. And to those who used to know me, yeah, it's not her, believe me. Something in her is pulling towards some unknown rest state. She twitches like a sleep kick. Thank you for now. And to get back to Mascara. 咁仲有邊個呢？有人話係女人。但係已經又唔見有女人嘞喎。跟住阿婆唯一可以見到嘅就係佢啫，我又要問多佢一次，冇理由啊！我頭先問過嘞喎。
Snow limbo, man. What's on your mind?
I don't mean to pry, but I need your help. She might be involved with the drug business. Man, I was hoping it isn't gonna be her. All I can say is she isn't around here anymore. He isn't some evil drug trafficker, and I don't know where she is. He still is hoping. It's just wishful thinking on his part, not trickery. It's true. We would have caught a lie. But a kind heart is tricky. Bah. Emotional rhetoric. He knew something and he didn't share it with you. That is a fact. An acquaintance? I don't know. She was the only person in this damn jam I could talk to. She is someone I don't want to rat out to the law, okay? What does she look like? A youngish woman? Gruff, but in a cool way. What color hair? Blue and violet dyed. He answered reluctantly. It was violet when she got here, blue before she went. Then she may have dyed it again. 咁你已經唔知係邊個啦。The girl is troubled. Girl 嚟喎，仲要係。If you hunt her down, she may not survive it. I can't have that on my conscience. It won't come to that. We won't pursue her on this. This is information only. I don't believe you. She's got the darkness in her, the young person's darkness when you think it's all over and you're looking for a way out. She shared this with you? Yes, which is why I don't want to snitch on her. I've heard the rumors. I saw the other driver looking at me strange when we talked, and she told me too that she had a violent life, but I wasn't afraid of her, more like for her. Well, it looked like it did now. But we didn't talk about that. We talked about life, you know. We talked about her mind. Hold on, her mind? The way it worked, the trouble it was giving her. Leave her lorry behind. Fuck man, go grill someone else with this question, okay? There are plenty of drivers here who couldn't stand her, or were afraid of her. They'll be more than happy to rat her out. Wait, this guy say they're friends, then acquaintance, and he's okay with others ratting her out? Push Tommy, and it will break his heart and his spirit. Don't expect you to be pals. 咁你仲撳唔撳佢呢？Fine, I don't want to be a butcher. I don't want to be a night leader. I just want to be a person who can sleep at night. A little fame wouldn't hurt you. You're not gonna put a bullet in your head. If you blew it, are you? 'Cause she's on the edge, man. Imagine it, an explosion of stars. Goodbye, world of man, money and machine. 撳唔撳鳩佢好呢？撳唔撳鳩佢好呢？好似又真係冇乜人知究竟佢係邊 Q 過嚟嘅咯喎。你覺得講到個腦係有問題嘅女人，唔係女仔，個腦係有問題嘅女仔，仲有邊個啊？呢度分鐘佢都唔喺我哋而家可以揾到嘅地圖入邊添啊！仲要，但係佢架車喺呢度啊！佢話到明係交通擠塞，佢揸唔到架車走啊！撳鳩佢，我知佢架車喺邊，我知佢架車喺邊，係呢？個車係鎖住嘅，車係鎖住，個車鎖住可以開嘅啫。咁我知個車喺邊，咁我知佢有冇運毒咯。點解啲人嗰啲 conscience 咁鬼？點解呢？唔係啊，我根本都追唔到個人添啊！直頭，我係要預咗自己根本就追唔到個人，我要追啲貨。Anything else? No, I don't know. Why do you have her keys? She left them to me because she trusted me, so I can get it out of the way when the jam breaks loose. Otherwise, the other driver would have to tow it or break in to get the machine moving. If If they break in, they would find what's hidden inside. Something incriminating. I bet you are. And he's sorry he couldn't be what he wants to be. A good person. His last line, his revenge on the world. One more thing about something else. Nah, I need to think my own thought now. Pray forgiveness for my sin. Go check your cabin. I hope it gets you something. Help everyone. Help someone. 估唔到同佢講咗咁耐嘢，竟然最後Open it. The smell of cigarettes and perfume welcomes you. The cabin inside is plastered with old movie posters, actresses mouth on the wall. There's a radio transmitter in the front and a toolbox tucked under the driver's seat. Some tools lie scattered near the pedals. These are movie posters featuring starlets from long forgotten films. From the 20s, the teens, even the 90s of the last century. One of them particularly catches your eye. A centerfold of an indulgent attached right above the back seat. The faded remains of an autograph run across the poster. She's looking past the camera. A feeling of tenderness washes over you, a longing, even perhaps a gentle tragedy. This is Tippi Tejon, a starlet from dawn of cinematography, less known for her talent than her tragic, untimely death. She raced away in a drug den, called it the door to the river, not far away from here on Bogey Street, a mixture of cocaine and morphine. She was a... 又打錯字喂 She is afraid of the 佢打多咗 A 字啊！佢呢個係佢類似佢呢個打字嘅手法應該同我一樣啦，如果係咁嘅話。佢撳撚完個 A 字之後就已經撳撚咗空白鍵，跟住佢又打阿飛，好難睇喎。She was afraid of the world and the cameras too。呢個唔係廿世，最多係20世紀啫。呢個同埋佢呢個係虛構嘅世界嚟嘅，你根本就唔知佢實際上係應該幾多年。佢就係同你講，而家係54，好似係而家嘅年份係54。嗰個阿婆頭先回憶緊嘅係50年前嘅事嚟嘅，即係應該係佢哋嗰個世界嘅00年代。跟住而家就係佢哋係咩啊？上一個世紀嘅近未來，你覺得佢似近未來咩？但係佢嗰個成個世界係虛構嘅喎。佢啲地名嗰啲同我哋啲完全唔同喎。咪叫佢唔係咩啊？佢係2054啊！而家係有咩？我一個都見唔到喎。現實城市名我一個都見唔到。我睇完佢嗰張世界地圖，佢嗰幾個島全部都係未聽過嘅喎。 即係佢哋喺現實世界係有幾個咁嘅島嘅。首爾唔係咁寫嘅喎，首爾有個 U 字嘅喎。Examine the radio. Looks like the frequency dial is absent. We require the key to work. The key has been removed, likely by the missing lady driver. This is all shortwave, UW and UKV. Looks like we're dealing with an impressive organizational tool, the nerve center of a huge operation, with quite the range too. It's completely inoperable without the dial key. What else is here? Extract the pedals. A hammer, a pair of pliers, a rusty wrench have been casually thrown there by the disorganized driver. Sandpaper, a novel technique. Unfold newspaper. It's an issue from last Wednesday. A piece of paper fall out from the page. Article ripped out from the Radio Enthusiast magazine. Complex mathematical equations explains the basics of something called the ULAN frequency system. The lieutenant leans over your shoulder to examine the notes. The ULAN frequency system? I've never heard of that before. I know of FM, AM, UKV, but before we return to Joyce.
All right, we've finished here. Let's quickly debrief and go over what we found, so we don't do it in front of the company rep.
Seems like something police will do. What do you think of all this, Kim? Honestly, I'm quite worried by what we have seen so far. The evidence seems to point to a rather extensive and well-organized operation. I am especially intrigued by the radio transmitter, particularly the sheer number of stations it can connect. Looks like this alleged drug chase costs a wide net. This means it is well funded. Technology like that, a major player must be financing it. I'm not sure about what the ULAN frequency are all about, but they may hold something significant. Perhaps it's a better way to connect between fleets while avoiding frequency bleed. Or maybe it's used to tap into RCM networks. As elegant as they are, I don't think they are relevant to the drug trade. Unimportant? But somehow adapt the referat clear would be oblivious to something like this happening right under his noses. My suggestion is we use it against the Union in any way we can. Go to RCM open an investigation into this. We should return to the murder case. See what Joyce tells us about the leeching. When we are done for the day, I'll call my station and suggest our narcotics department look into it. There are more than enough grounds to start an official investigation. Sometime later, when we are done here, we do not want to get caught in that. He stops to think. The fact that one hasn't started already gives me pause. An investigation, I mean. Especially if the Marley grouping is involved, and I can't imagine they aren't. It's certainly worrisome. Corruption? All the same, I don't like the idea of internal affairs descending on the matter. This won't help anyone either.竟然唔開佢後邊睇下究竟係咪真係有，究竟係咪真係有毒品？開佢前邊有咩用呢？睇下 conceptualize 到先 ，impossible 喎！屌6呢都睇唔到幅畫係乜嘢嚟，真係10呢先得唔通？
Trying to sneak up on me again? Trying to snuff me out? Get away, pig!
This must be for the front door. Pity it doesn't have the apartment number on it. This building has many apartments, and the man can be in any of them. We'll just have to go in and see. 原來有條後備匙喺度嘅，咁我就可以上到去。但係我同咗阿嬸講，我哋揾到邊個販毒先。Half latte. Flight or flight respawn. Is perpetual fear of your own shadow, or someone's name or scent. You'll be ready always to pounce and physically interrogate passerby. At low level, however, you will find your survival instinct is lacking, and your methods limp-based. Those who respect violence will not respect you. 嗯哼。等先，我睇翻個究竟嗰個 white check 係 horseback monument encyclopedia medium empathy formidable shelf of calm novel reaction speed medium impossible legendary challenging impossible challenging 等先 Hangman endurance legendary endurance legend 點會睇到啊咁樣，大佬我要拎佢條絲落嚟係我 endurance 係要 legendary 喎。我根本就升唔到咁高啊，咦？啊，用頭先條鎖匙入到，佢連我入到都唔講。
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Wait, where exactly are these eyes located? I wouldn't normally break protocol like this, but the situation demands it. If you don't resolve this murder, I'm afraid we may have a bloodbath on our hands. What is that about a bloodbath? Yes, I'm afraid this strike may descend into a small-scale civil war, with possible consequence for all of Vetrov's West. Since you're sharing, ma'am, this is also the RCM's worst-case scenario. Then we are on the same page, as grim as it may be. How are the lynching and the strike connected? I have an indirect role to play. It is sad to say my employer experienced a momentary lapse of faith in me. In that moment, they elected to deploy a private military contractors. As an insurance measure, they called it my security detail. A momentary lapse of faith? They were dispatched after I relayed the union's initial offer. every worker, a member of the board. She nods. I tried to convince my employers it was simply a piece of rhetoric or joke. They did not appreciate the humor. Do you need a security detail? Absolutely not. These mercenaries are muscle, pure and simple. They are meant to intimidate the Union into surrendering. Who are they exactly? Queenia, Orange's, an Orange's military company. As far as I know, 3 arrived in Martinez. They report to me sporadically, but they do not answer to me. To be frank, our relationship is deteriorating. They wear chromatic armor, have semi-automatic weapon, and years of combat experience. They also have trauma and stressor disorder. And no idea how to conduct themselves in an urban civilian environment. So what happened? The story is one of them, the colonel, I don't know his real name, sexually assaulted a local woman while he was drunk and separated from his unit. This allowed some of the more militant Union members to subdue him. He was taken out behind the welding racks and lynched last Saturday night. Nothing. Mr. Kerr refused to let me into the harbor. I have not been able to discuss this matter with anyone there. The remaining 2 colonels contractors carry out their order. For now. It was a smokescreen in secret. They are conducting an independent military tribunal into the lynching. Once this investigation is concluded, execution will follow. What is the nature of this so-called investigation? Whether to execute one, some, or all of the Union militaries. Boy, oh boy, is that not good? It's not good, no. My only hope is that you provide a single, concrete suspect before the mercenary indiscriminately pick theirs. Simply put, if you don't pin this on someone good and do it fast, they will identify and execute everyone present at the lynching. This in turn will force the Union to respond. They would have to project strength and power. Have over 2,000 men. It will be 1,000 to 1. Have you ever seen a hornet invade a beehive, Lieutenant? She leans back. It's not pretty. The world's second largest insect can kill 40 honeybees a minute, while a group of 30 can decimate an entire hive of 20,000 bees in less than 4 hours. I can't see it happen. Too many things would have to go wrong first. Nameless, badgeless detective of the citizen militia. All we can do is keep the rest from going the same way. One single concrete suspect delivered to the civil court, and I may be able to defuse the situation. Down a deep background. You could run a better background check than I ever could. It may take some time though. She's pressing them as hard as she can. 即個死人呢曾經搞過條女。Oh, he didn't. She tilts her head. This is information passed on to me from some teenagers loitering around the canal. I cannot testify that the woman was killed before because he assaulted that the man was killed because he assaulted a local woman. I have asked around a bit. This seems to be an accepted story around Martinique. And who was this woman? It is a rumor about a rumor. In any case, it is what the Colonel's remaining colleagues believe. You will meet her soon enough, you feel. Lady, his surface name. Like brown hair or a mixed accents. For one, they're almost certainly armed to the teeth. They do not have the same respect for the regimental citizen militia as I do. To put it bluntly, they think you are vigilantes. Get to savages. It will not be a fruitful meeting. You are likely to run into them eventually. When that happens, I will be in a better position to mediate if I don't appear involved. One is obviously the scrap leader at the harbor's gate, the one chanting the idiotic slogan. He's barely maintaining his disguise. The other has a vantage point in a building south of the roundabout. They were keeping tabs on you while you were cavernizing the lorry drivers. Your concern may be appearance, ours keeping the peace. In a building overlooking the roundabout, that would afford a good vantage point. In any case, it is practically inaccessible. 5 days not more maybe soon。但係 Inland Empire 嗰啲嘢係 Inland Empire 其實係你個腦入邊一個靠估嘅想法嚟嘅。5 days not more maybe soon 啊。It's a matter of days not weeks。Thank you. That's all for now. 冇啊！呢隻 game 好難吹嘅。我睇下上唔上到去先。哇！屌3點㗎，我下唔記得時間，唔怪之肚餓啦，個人真係妖嗱聲。既然我哋已經解決咗一個比較重要嘅支線，我哋停一停先啦，好唔好啊？聽日再玩過。係咧，點解？唔怪之個人肚餓啦，屌！原來已經3點啦就嚟，唉！揾啲嘢食下先，唉，真係。聽日再玩過，拜拜。